What's happening, guys? Hey, it is the Maple Dude here, and it is February 12th, and this is what it looks like in central Wisconsin. We got no snow, but we're still preparing for maple season 2024. So guys, what I'm doing today is I'm just getting everything ready. I'm kind of progressing towards the season, getting each woods ready to go for when we tap. Because no, we haven't tapped. Newsflash. This year, if you're on Facebook or any of those groups, people are losing their collective minds, getting their panties in a wad because we should have been tapping in January. Well, we didn't do it. We're still waiting. It's the 12th, and I'm gonna plan on starting tapping 1 week from today. Really, kind of what I'm doing today is I'm just getting some stuff ready. Like, I already got this little tank out here and that releaser and the vacuum pumps underneath that tarp. Today, I'm just getting this stuff set up. Like, here's a sap spy. So I'm just mounting that up, getting stuff ready to go. If you don't know about the sap spy, guys, what it is the base unit is a sensor hub, and what that thing does is it'll track your vacuum, your tank level, your temperature, and it runs off cellular. A guy in Wisconsin here, Jeff, he came up with these in the last couple years, and it's a pretty cool unit. It works really well. It's simple to use, and there's other features that you can get for these too, like the ability to start electric pumps and things like that. But one thing that I like that happened this year is he gave us another option with the tank level sensor. So as you can see down here, this thing is a submersible tank level sensor. The other one that he previously was using, you had to mount it up above the tank. So like in this area, I had to come up with a little apparatus to hold it, and then it was mounted up here. I personally, it worked, but I didn't love it. It was kind of in the way for me and stuff like that here, and you could bump it if you were working around here and things like that. So I always, you know, was careful. You had to be careful around it. I like this new submersible sensor. You just put it in the bottom of the tank, and he said it's just as accurate as the other one. So all I gotta do here is get this thing mounted. We're holding off a bit. It's gonna cool down here over the next 12 days, 2 weeks, something like that. And call me crazy, I'm maybe a little bit more old-fashioned when it comes to this, but I think there's more to tapping the trees than just the temperatures getting above freezing. Yes, there are some guys around here and other places in Wisconsin who've tapped their trees already maybe 2 weeks ago, and they've got some sap, they have, but there's more to it than just the temps. There's the length of day, there's the height of the sun in the sky, different things like that that play a factor into it. And late January, early February, those things just aren't in place yet. So I don't think I've missed out on that much. And if we get a good season that goes into April, I'm going to make up for it on the other end, because I'm going to have fresher tap holes. And I know there's going to be people say that doesn't matter. I'll take my chances. When the sap really starts running, would you rather have trees that were tapped in the week before it, or taps that are 4 weeks old already? I know what I would choose. So basically all I'm doing right now, other than that, is I'm grabbing this pump, transfer pump, some hookup hoses, and I'm taking these to this spot, so we've got that in place. This is the woods where we This is a little woods. This is where we pump it across this cornfield over to the roads. So when we come to this woods, we pull up on the road out there, way out there, and then we pump it out across the field about a quarter of a mile. And right here, this is the pipe that we have to lay out over the field. And one time we had pretty bad freezing issues with it, but that was because there was still some sap in the bottom of it and sat out here all winter, and it froze up real solid, and it took a while to get that unthawed. But other than that, we really haven't had any problems with it. It's black. This is completely open out here in the sun, and it thaws out real quickly. Man, you look at these fields, I mean, they're drying up already. And like I said, it's February 12th. I mean, there's no snow. We really didn't get any snow. Other seasons, this is like all wet. I mean, when it was frozen, you could drive across here, but then once it started thawing out and the trees started running, you could never get across here anymore. You're walking in. I just drove in with the truck before the season, and we have no frost. We'll see how that plays out for the season. So I'm heading out of here now. I'm driving across this field. I don't know. I could see potentially we may be able to drive to that tank this year, which would be unheard of. We shall see. That would be a huge time saver. All right, now we're down the road from the world headquarters. Basically, all I'm doing today is just getting stuff in place. We're here at the little shack by woods number 1. Believe it or not, guys, I can take you in here. This is where I used to actually boil sap down in here. Just this little shack. This is kind of where, this is basically the second stage of where it all started. I used to just boil down in the woods out here with no shelter whatsoever. All right, guys, now we're at woods number 4. We're north of the world headquarters about 1.5 miles, and I got some stuff I got to take out to that spot, to that tank and whatnot, another sap spy, and just make a couple alterations out there. But I got to do it with a wheelbarrow. Walk back there about 1/4 mile. All right, we're back here at this location, and guys, let me show you this. I hadn't shown you this before, but we have a new tank back here. This is kind of like our, what you might call our overflow tank for this spot. And this is our little shelter for our releaser and tank where the sap comes into, but basically it's gonna pump the excess over into here. Because last season, this was the woods where I had a lot of problems. That one overran quite a bit, and then this is also the woods, even though it overran quite a bit, this is the woods where I had all the leaky tees in it. So we changed all those out, 2,000 of them in here, and I'm hoping to get a lot more out of this woods. So therefore, we needed this larger tank. And everything out here is gas powered. We got our pump under there, got the moisture trap set up, got the releaser basically set up. So the battery died back there. I had to get back to my truck to get a replacement. But you saw the tank back there, you know, that's set up now. And now I'm back at the world headquarters because I got a truck stopping and I'm getting the sap tank for the new woods. So we're gonna be unloading that. So guys, this is the new tank that's going to go in the setup that we just put up, the new woods. It's 5 foot wide by 2 foot high by 8 foot long. I'm gonna throw it in the truck. I gotta go get Albert, and he's gonna help me. So we'll take that down there. You won't see that because Albert is Amish, and I respect that. He doesn't want to be on camera, so we'll get it in place. I wish I could show you some of that stuff with him, honestly. Like once in a while, I will try to get something that is, you know, like not directly on him or from behind, but if I could show you all the stuff we do together, that would be some really interesting content. But not gonna happen because Albert is very old school and would not be having it. All right, I'm on to the next thing. But guys, hey, please like, please subscribe, and remember, always keep it real.